Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ya Rabbi lakal hamdu kama yanbaghi li jalali wajhika wa azimi sultanik. Allahumma rabbana lakal hamdu bima khalaqtana wa razaqtana wa hadaytana wa farrajta anna. Allahumma lakal hamdu bil Islam wa lakal hamdu bil Iman wa lakal hamdu bil Quran. أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما اللهم فقهنا في الدين اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا وعملا متقبلا ورزقا طيبا اللهم ثبتنا عند الموت بلا إله إلا الله آمين يا رب العالمين ربي يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير اللهم اجعل عملنا كله صالحا واجعله لوجهك خالصا ولا تجعل لأحد فيه شيئا آمين يا رب. So we are going to start with the fail Amar's review. Last class we were talking about fail nahi. We started fail nahi, right? So let's have a quick review. So if I ask you, fail madi has istamrar or continuity in it, is it true or false?
False.
Yes.
False.
False. Fail mudare has the continuity.
In Madi is continuity, right? Mazi istimrari karte the.
Fail madi?
Madi istimrari.
No, they used to do it. Karte the, that is mudare plus kana plus basically kana plus
Yakunu. Kana yakunu, right?
Yeah, that is with the kana, right? But that is not going to be considered that fail madi has istamrar, right? That is different. So fail madi is one-time act. Fail madi is one-time act, and something bound to happen, right? That is also implication. Not every time, but in Quran Pak we see that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used fail madi for a future event, for the events of Day of Judgment, right? Why? Because the implication is that it is bound to happen. It's like it already happened, right? Something already happened. We cannot undo or we cannot do anything about it. So this is the basically implication. But fail madi itself does not have istamrar in it. Rather, it is one-time act. Fail madi can be used for dua or curse. True or false?
Yes. True.
It can be used for dua or curse. In Surat Munafiqun, it says, Waqatalahumullah, right? So may Allah kill them, may Allah destroy them. So that is a curse and used fail madi for that. Fail mutaria refers to future tense and it has continuity in it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. Fail mutaria. One thing is that it could be used for present, future, and it has continuity. Number 4, fail amar includes suggestion, advice, demanding, making dua.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, true. So it's not only that we are commanding someone, because we cannot command everyone. Someone are higher in authority from us, right? So we cannot command them. Rather, we can suggest them or advise them, right? Or when it comes to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we make duas, and duas are also in fail amar, right? So at that time we are begging, we are pleading, we are not demanding, we are pleading and begging. is the right word, right? So that's why Fe'lul Amar gonna call Fe'lut Talab or Fe'lut Dua as well, because we are using at that time for dua, and we are pleading and requesting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, then what are the haruf that make fail mudariya majzoom?
An, lam, lamma, lamu talil, lamu lamar, and nahi. Forbidding.
Yeah. So
La nahiya.
did you start with an?
Yeah,
An.
No, an, not an.
No, sorry. In lam lamma li. That is lamu talil. Walfal and la nahiya.
Yeah.
Forbidding.
Right. So an gonna be the nasibatul mudariya, right? So we should not mix them. So in, always start with in.
In. Yeah.
Okay, when it comes to majzoom, always start with in, and memorize all of them in order. So when you memorize in order, then you do not miss, and everything remain intact. Okay, so now wala taqraba hazihi shajarata. Label it. Who is going to try to label this sentence?
La nahiya. La nahiya. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do we know this is la nahiya?
Taqrabani. So noon is hasf.
Yes, noon is dropped over here, so that is telling us that this is la nahiya. Okay, taqraba. Can you explain taqraba?
The second person, aliful is name.
Yeah, so ta is the sign of mudariya, right? If we can decide later.
Taqrabani for la, noon is hasf. Yeah, this is failun, amr.
No, this is not amar. This is
nahiya.
So you're gonna just say, not we're gonna say fail amar or nahi. We're gonna just say failun mudariun majzoomun bila nahiya.
Bihasfenun.
Or we can say majzoomun bihasfinun, and then we can say bila nahiya. Right? So one more time. Failun
mudariun majzumun bilan bihasfin. Bila bihasfinun.
So bihasfinun, right? Bihasfinun and bila nahiya. Right? So two things we are adding. One thing we are saying that this is a majzoom. How it is majzoom? Because there could be different forms of being majzoom, right? Can you explain how many different ways to make the whole chart majzoom?
Yeah, one. That is first one is the make the dhamma to sukun, and then
what group is it? I mean,
that is the first group. Huwa, hiya, anta, ana, nahnu.
So what is so special about this group?
This is actually dhamma to zahira. It will be dhamma will fall down and the sukun will come there.
So all these sigas are ending on dhamma. So that's why in marfu form, right? So that's why we are putting them into one group. They are together, one group. And my ustad used to say 5 in your pocket.
5 in your pocket.
Right? So these 5 in your pocket, they are ending on dhamma, right? And when we are going to make them mansoob, they are going to be mansoob by fatha to zahira in a regular verb. And when we are making them majzoom, they will be with sukoon, and that sukoon will be visible in regular verbs, right?
Yeah.
We are talking about regular over here, not irregular. And then there is second group. The second group, what is so special about second group?
Afalul khamsa, that is hasfinun.
Yes, then comes afalul khamsa, and they are 7 of them, right?
Yeah.
But we say 5 because there is overlapping. And what is so special about them? They all have a noon at the end. And if we want to make them mansoob, we are going to drop this noon, or if we are going to make them majzoom, we are going to drop this noon. So they are always mansoob or majzoom bihasfi noon. Simple and easy. If we know these different groups and how to make them mansoob and majzoom, life is very easy. So this grouping is very important, and like we need to understand and know the mechanism, what's going on there, right? So then it's very easy to spot all these mansoob and majzoom. And then we have a third group, which is hunna and antunna, and they are going to be always
mabni.
Yeah, perfect. So over here, wala takraba hazihi shajarata. So waw is, we can take it as a ataf. La is la nahiya. Takraba fe'lun mudariun majzumun bihasfi noon and bila nahiya. And hazihi shajarata. Now ash-shajarata, the fatha on ash-shajarata telling me something. What is it is telling?
Say shajara. Iसे isme ishara and maful bihi.
No.
Yes, maful bihi, right?
Yeah.
So this shajarata is telling me that hazihi is mansub. This is hazihi is nasab in status.
Yeah.
Because ismul ishara and musharun ilayhi, they are supposed to match in status, right? But hazihi is not showing me, but ash-shajarata can help me out, and hazihi shajarata is basically maful, because when I say do not go close to, so the question is close to what, right? So close to this tree, and that is basically maful. Okay, next example, wala yuqbalu minha shafa'atun. What kind of law is that? Now someone else need to answer. Sister Asima? Sister? Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
ولا يقبل is lam nafia. Lam nafia, because it's not changing the status of yuqbalu. Yuqbalu is still in the marfu state.
Very good. Barakallah fiki. Yeah, that is the thing, right? Because yuqbalu fe'lun mudari'un is ending on dhamma, and that is its marfu form.
Majhul.
Yeah, but that is marfu form, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we can say that this is basically not majzoom, right? So waw is ataf, la is la nafiya, yuqbalu is fe'lun mudari marfu'un mabni lil majhul, right?
Yeah.
And then minha wala yuqbalu, and that is from aqbala yuqbilu, right? It should be in the regular, the malum version should be
Qabala.
aqbala yuqbilu, right? So ba should have a kasra in regular, in the malum one, but this is not. Ba has fatha, sound, so that is basically majhul, and inshallah we are going to learn more about it. So wala yuqbalu minha shafa'atun. So can yukbalu, can you explain more yukbalu? So it has a basically our first group.
Yes.
The group that ends on dhamma, right? And that has basically huwa in it.
Yeah.
If there is huwa in it, can I expect something?
Yes, you have to look for outside door.
Hmm?
And shafa'atun is the outside door.
Very good. Yes. So now this shafa'atun is my file or nai file?
The knife file.
Nai file, right? Because we are talking about majhul over here.
Yes.
So no shafa'a is going to be accepted minha, from her. So that ha could referring to a soul is makulul qawl.
Yeah.
Hum amwatun. First of all, they are saying where is the mubtada, right? They are not taking amwatun as a mubtada, rather they are taking it as a khabar, and they are saying that mubtada is actually mahzuf, right?
Yeah, Ustada, it does make sense that amwatun is the main thing khabar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
And
don't say they are dead.
yeah, so and they are calling it makulul qawl.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't say what.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't say what, like they're dead.
Yeah, so that is our maful nun bihi, we can say. Okay, good. Alhamdulillah. Okay, next one. So this is good now. So they are saying وَلَا تَقُولُوا لِمَنْ يُقْتَلُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ, right? So about these people who are being killed in the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hum amwatun, that they are dead.
Yes.
Right? So this amwatun, we are they are saying that is basically the khabar, right? And mubtada is mahzuf over here, right? So this is and this one is hum amwatun gonna be makulul qawl, right? Not liman yuqtalu fi sabilillahi.
Yes.
Yes.
Right? So hum amwatun is the makulul qawl basically. Everyone get it?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah, Ustad.
Okay. Moving on. Fala takhshawhum wakhshawni. Hanji, who gonna give it a try? I called Raksha and all these people who are quiet. No one should be quiet in this class. Let me see. Sister Rajda, you used to participate. Now what happened? If you are sitting in the Zoom class, you should be participating. Okay, now Fala takhshawhum wakhshawni. Safia, you give it a try again.
Ustada, inshallah. La takhshaw. So there is no noon, absence of noon here. So then that will tell us that this is fi'l amar.
La nahiya. This
La
la
nahiya,
nahiya,
yes.
fi'l nahi.
Yes, and the wawul jama tells us that it is antum.
Very good.
So then do not khashiya fear, right? Ustada here? Khashiya. Do not, then you all do not fear them.
So what is
this is
maful?
Yes, this is mafulun bihi because when they are together, they are mafulun bihi.
Yeah.
So la takhshawhum, this is a complete sentence. So you all do not fear them. Wakhshawni. Wakhshaw.
So now this is a command, fail amar. We didn't do it yet, right? So this is again, we can see that noon is dropped, right?
Yes.
So basically it is again majzoom, and this is inshallah we are doing today. So this is fail amar. So rather you all fear
me.
and then me. And
Yes.
this ni is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Allah subhanahu
And
wa
do
ta'ala.
you know this noon?
Nunul waqaya is it?
Yes, nunul waqaya, right? So this is a special noon, and that comes to
separate.
Save the integrity of fail, right?
Yes.
Because if there was not noon, then this wow cannot be there, right? So we need to bring some change, right, to make it pronouns. So this noon comes, and that keep the fail intact.
Yes.
Right? And where else we can see other than fail, we see this noon somewhere else. Where is it? Within
Harfuzar, you can see. Minni, Anni, but there too.
Yeah, with the jar
Harfuzar.
as well, right?
Yeah.
With
Yes.
and fi and an, right?
And
With
also, Ustada Mudaf ilay?
harfujar, no,
No
no,
Mudaf ilay?
no. So we are going to see them with harfujar.
Also, we can add with the Harful Nasab too sometime, like inna,
Yes,
inni, or innani, like that.
exactly. So we're gonna see them with harfujar, like anni, minni, right? So harfu jar, and we can also see them with harfu nasab, innani, right?
Yes.
Or annani, right? So that is also, and with the fail as well, and that comes to keep the fail intact. Otherwise we need to bring some change to pronounce it, right? Because this
Reading will be difficult.
this ya mutakallim need to it is always going to be seen with a kasra. It needs a kasra before it,
Yes.
right? So then if we were supposed to add with wakshaw,
It would be
how
Vakshavi. Vakshavi.
yeah, exactly. So that is the thing. Okay, now next one, fazkuruni askurkum. So again this is amar, so you all remember me, azkurkum, then I will remember you all. Washkuruli, and you all do. So these are all commands. Washkuruli, and you all do shukr, be grateful to me. And then wala takfuruni. So now what is this wala takfuruni?
Nahiya.
Nahiya?
No, Nafia. It is intact. Nafia.
Nafias.
And it is ni because ya mutakallim.
Istakfuru na. So noon
What
is
is the
gone.
translation? What is the translation, Safiya?
Fazkuruni, you all remember me, and I will remember you. And thank Washkuru Li, and thank me, and do not be ungrateful. I think यहाँ पे होगा.
So why you are saying do not? If you are
Because
saying
it is la nahiya, and because ya in the end, is omitted and kasra is here because
takfuru ni.
noon ya. Jazakallah khair.
Okay, so that was a revision, or mashallah, our time is flying. So now we were that was our last class, and that was the homework. Okay, now we are here. We said that fail amar or fail nahi, that gonna happen in our second person. But in Quran Pak, we see that it is being used for third person as well. Like the example over here, we say, La yattakhidhil mu'minuna al-kafirina awliya'a. So the believer, why I'm taking believer first, because that is basically the outside doer. Yattakhizu has huwa version, and this is la yattakhiz. La yattakhiz, this is majzoom bi la nahi. Right, so this la nahiya is making it majzoom, and this is al-mu'minuna is the outside doer. So the believer should not take who, kafirin, this is our mafulun bihi, as awliya, as their close friends. right? So now over here, what do we see? There's this la nahiya is being used with the third person. So that gonna happen in Quran Pak. That means we can use this law with a third person as well. But in that case, the translation would be, instead of don't do that, that is basically direct command forbidding. But when we have with a third person, then the translation would be should not, because basically we are suggesting, right? Over here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding us, right? And we can also suggest, right? So when we are suggesting third person, so this law can be used for that. So how it gonna go? Huwa, if we are using the word nasara yansuru, right? So la yansur, la yansura, la yansuru. Then here la tansur, la tansura, and hunna would be la yansurna. And how we will know at hunna that this is majzoom? Then obviously the context gonna help us out. So if we see the translation, something is saying shouldn't do that, right? So that means this is basically la nahiya.
Ansurna or yansurna?
Yes, right, for both of them. Another example from Quran Pak, Fala yahzunka kufruhu. So la yahzunka. So this noon, which is the last letter, ha, zai, and noon are the root letters. Noon has a sukoon on it, which is telling me that this is majzoom. It's not la yahzunu, right? So this is majzoom, and this is hazana yahzunu. So this is huwa version. So la yahzunu ka. Fail plus attached pronoun. The attached pronoun is always mafulun bihi, right? And then we have a kufruhu. Kufruhu, since yahzunu is huwa version, I can expect outside doer, right? And kufru, the ma is telling me that this is the basically outside doer. This is the file, right? So that's why in the translation you see his disbelief, right? His disbelief should not make you sad or sadden you, right? So that is the example of la nahiya, and fail mudariya is majzoom, and fail mudariya is in third person over here. Make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
And this is how the whole chart would go. So this is for you guys. Okay, since we were on the topic, I thought that over here we can review different kinds of laws. So I put 4 laws over here. There are more than that, but we are ready for these 4 laws. So let's quickly review them. So the one, let's start from here. So la nafiya ghair amila, and that is for negation. When I say ghair amila, everyone should know that means that this law is not going to affect anything, right? So ghair amila mean, because can I say ghair amila to la nahiya?
No.
No.
Because it has some amal, right? It brings some changes, right? So that's why it is amila, right? So the one who effect. But la nafiya ghair amila, that is the one that does not affect anything after it. So this and that is used for the negation. So this la nafiya, it can be seen with fail mudariya or even in jumla ismiya. does not have any effect. And the example we already see, وَلَا يُقْبَلُ مِنْهَا شَفَاعَةٌ. So we see that this law is not making any changes. Fail Mudaria is intact, right? So this law is law nafiya, law of negation. And again, wala yu'khazu. Again, I see my fail Mudaria is intact. So that means this law is not affecting it. So this is law of negation. So no shafa'a is going to be accepted from it, which is referring to soul, or any compensation is going to be taken from it. And then even say, wala hum yunsarun, right? So over here we see that this is basically Jumla Ismiya, right? So this law is coming with Fail Mudariya, and it can also come with Jumla Ismiya. So wala hum is mubtada and yunsaruna is the khabar of it. So and they are not going to be helped at all, right? So no help going to be for them on the day of judgment. So these are the example of la nafiya, law of negation. Then la nahiya, which is amila, the forbidding one. This law preceded by fi'l mudariya and make it majzoom, right? So this is the very easy clue to find this kind of law. So we are going to see it before fi'l mudariya, and fi'l mudariya would be in its majzoom form, used for forbidding, used with second person for direct forbidding, but can also be used with a third person for indirect forbidding. فَلَا تَخْشَوْهُمْ فَخْشَوْنِي. So always when we are dealing with the different kinds of things, like for example over here we are dealing with different kinds of law, I would suggest that we need to memorize one example for each of them, and inshallah that is always going to help when you are looking this kind of similar thing in Quran Pak. And if you have memorized these examples, that is going to be very handy and helpful. Then let's start the one that we already know, la nafiyatu lil jins, categorical negation. So this law is preceded by ism, which is going to be light. This is the one thing, light, and it is going to be nasab in status, and that ism is going to be labeled as ismula, right? So there is going to be ism of this law and khabar of this law. And this khabar mostly is not showing, it's not there, but shibu jumla gonna be there after it, right? And the khabar, it says that always we can put one thing, la raiba mawjudun. So basically, whenever you're gonna see la nafiya to lil jins, you can put, if you don't see any khabar there, right? And in Quran Pak, we don't see any khabar of this la nafiya to lil jins, and we can put basically mawjudun over there. So la raiba mawjudun. So after raiba, we can put mawjudun. La raiba mawjudun fihi. Right? So there is not a single kind of a raib is mawjood in this book. This is basically it is saying, right? So a raib can be many different kinds. What does raib mean? Doubt, shak, right? And doubt, shak is basically the killer of yaqeen. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the beginning of Quran, when we open Quran, that is after Fatiha, very first surah and very first ayah is basically giving us a certainty about this Quran, yaqeen, conviction. removing all kinds of doubts, right? So shak can be many different kind of shak, many different kinds of doubt or khawf, right? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is negating all kinds of doubt over here. Zalikal kitabu la raiba fihi. And we see many example in Quran Pak of la nafiyatul lil jins, and it's very easy to spot, right? So you're gonna see this la. After this la, you are going to find an ism which is light and nasab in status. La raiba, right? La waliba, and la shiyata fiha, right? So no spot or no kind of like bruise on that cow. So for the when it is talking about the cow, so it says la shiyata fiha. So these are all example of la nafiyatu lil jins. Then comes la nafiya. This is the one that might be new for you guys. La nafiya zaida litokidun nafi. What does that mean? La nafiya. So again there is la, which is going to negate, but this is basically extra. And extra, when we say extra anything, there are many haruf considered extra in Quran Pak, but they come for a purpose. So they are not like extra for we don't pay attention. Rather, they come to emphasize something, right? So they are increasing the beauty, they are increasing the meaning, they are increasing the emphasis, right? So they have a purpose. So la nafiya zaida li tawqid, we all know this word, right, for emphasis, and it is emphasizing the nafi negation. This la nafiya is again ghayr amila, right? So we are not going to see any changes. Can be seen after a negative statement, very first thing. So this la, even before this la, there is going to be some negative statement. It could be ma nafiya, right? Or it could be la, or it could be anything that can negate or give us the meaning of a negation, and that is even ghaira, right? So there can be some kind of connotation of negative statement before this law. Does not have any effect on the Arabs. Third one, this law preceded by a vow, meaning that there is always going to be a vow before it. And after this law should be either mufridism or shibu jumla, should not follow a complete sentence. So if we see after this law a complete sentence, we are not going to label this law nafiya zaida litokidu nafi. Only when after this law there is only single ism or shibu jumla khabar. And we know what is shibu jumla khabar, meaning jar majroor fragment, basically jar majroor and zarf fragment, right? So if you see jar majroor, mostly you're gonna see jar majroor fragment after it, or a single ism after it, then we are going to basically label it as a la nafiya zaida litokid nafi. And the example you're gonna remember is innaha, indeed it is, bakaratun, a cow, la faridun. So la faridun, and it is not old. So it is not very old, wala bikr, neither very young, right? So you see that there is la before it, right? And then after this la, there is single ism, and even before this la, you see a vow. So these are the basically three conditions we are going to remember. What is the three condition? two things before it. What are the two things before it? The very first thing is that there is going to be negative statement before it, right? So negative statement. Number two, there is going to be wow before this la, right? And then one condition is after this la. What is after this la? Single ism, mufrid ism, or jar majroor fragment or shibu jumla. Can we remember that?
Yes.
Right? So if you see all these conditions, then we're gonna say wala bikrun, that this la is la nafiya zaida li tawkidun nafi, and the translation gonna be neither nor, right? So innaha, indeed it is talking about the cow, right? So innaha, indeed it is bakaratun, a bakara, a cow, la faridun, it is neither old, wala bikrun, neither very young, right? So neither nor gonna be in the translation. That can be another clue. So everyone is good? These four kind of laws.
Alhamdulillah.
So now we need to basically keep adding into our bucket. So now we know these four kinds of law. When you open Quran Pak, you see a law, you need to start figuring out, okay, what kind of law is that? And we ran out of time, but we still we can take few minutes and just practice all these laws, and inshallah our fail amar we can start next class. That was also important, so I thought why not we just do it now. So we see in Surat Fatiha, Siratul Lazina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. So now over here we are requesting Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that, oh Allah, we are begging that, oh Allah, you show us the path of allazina, those, right? So sirata allazina, so this is the mudaf ilayhi, path of those, right? So now we have isam usul, an'amta alayhim, that is the sila of it. So path of those you bestowed on them, you favored on them, right? And then it says ghayril maghdubi. So ghayri over here is going to be translated as not, right? Not the path of maghdub. Who is maghdub? From ghadab, the one who are shown anger on, right? So they are the one who are the victim of anger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, maghdubi alayhim, right? So waladdallin, now we see this law, right? It is with ism, and this is ad-dallin single ism?
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it is ism mufrad. I'm not talking about the number, right? But
Yeah,
this
single.
is ism mufrad, right? It is single ism.
Mufrad.
Yeah, so this is ism mufrad. So now whenever you're gonna see la before ism mufrad, or there is a shibu jumla khabar, right? But any incomplete basically sentence, I should say, right? So you see an incomplete sentence, there is not a sentence after it, then your mind should go to la nafiya zaida li tawkidun nafi, and then I need to double check all the other condition. What were the other condition? That this la should have wow before it. Do I see wow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. The main important thing is that before this la there should be a negative statement. Is there a negative statement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't.
So
Yeah.
غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ عَلَيْهِمْ. This غَيْرِ is giving the meaning of not. This is the negation, right? Not the path of those you show your anger on, right? وَلَا الضَّالِينَ, and neither of ad-dalin, right? So this la is the example of la nafiya zaida litokid nafi, because without this la, if I don't have this la, ghayril maghdubi alayhim wad-dalin, grammatically it was fine, right? But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring this law over here for emphasis, right? So neither we want to be ending up in this group nor in that group, right? So this la is la nafiya zaida litokidu nafi. Again, how to recognize if you find a la after a negative statement, it is preceded by incomplete or murakkab nakis, right? Or is a mufrid, and it has a waw before it, then this is the la zaida for to emphasize the negation. Another example, we already see that قال إنها قال إنه يقول إنها بقرة لا فارض ولا بكر عوان بين ذلك. It should be in between this age group, right? Okay, so now there are gonna be different kinds of la. So let's quickly see them. Wattaku yawman. So wattaku, you all fear. Fear what? Fear a day. La tajzi nafsun an nafsin shay'an. Right? So
غير عاملة نافية غير عاملة.
yes, so this is the la nafiya, because I see fi'l mudariya is in it, it's not majzum in its regular form, right? So yawman, we adopt taqwa. You all adopt taqwa. This waw is telling us that this is you all, even though if you do not know anything, right? But now at least, and how do I know that this waw is basically can be the damir muttasil and not the waw asliya, meaning the part of the root letter. This alif is telling us, right? This aliful farika is telling us that this waw is not part of the root letter, right? So if it is not part of the root letter, then this is wawul jama, right? So this is basically then you all should adopt taqwa, or you should save yourself, basically save yourself yawman, of a day, right? And I think I mentioned that before. If you see a common ism, right? Common ism, and it is munawwan, it has like a tanween, right? So whatever is coming after it, it could be one single ism, or it could be even shibu jumla, meaning jar majroor fragment, or even it could be a sentence, and that could be the description of that ism, right? So over here we see it is perfectly making sense that you all adopt taqwa of that day, which is referring to the day of judgment, on which, so I can add on which, right? So adopt taqwa of the day, or I can just say which, la tajzi nafsun an nafsin shay'an. So in that day, what's gonna happen? No soul would be able to, tajzi mean benefit. We can take the meaning of benefit or avail, right? So no soul would be able to avail any other soul at all, meaning no one would be able to help other person, right? La tajzi nafsun an nafsin shay'an. So over here, La tajzi, jaza yajzi. Jaza yajzi. This is the basically we always use jazakallahu, right? So this is the same verb. So la tajzi, this is basically here because nafsun, sorry, here nafsun is the outside doer, right? So and that is tajzi is in its marfu form, right? So that means this la is la nafiya because it is not bringing any change. Then wala yuqbalu, we already saw that, right? So yuqbalu, it's not making it majzoom, so that means this la is la nafiya ghayr amila. La yukhazu, same thing, right? And then wala hum yunsarun, right? So this la with jumla ismiya is coming, right? So this is again la nafiya.
उस तरह ये जो फिर बाद में ला है इसे हम ला नाफिया जायदा लितौकीदी बोल सकते हैं ना उस तरह
No,
ये वाला
No,
no,
It doesn't make any change in Mudafil Mudari.
Abi mafrud, mufrad.
Yuqbalu.
sentence yes sentence है
Exactly, right? So wala yuqbalu is a complete sentence, wala yukhazu is a complete sentence. And wala hum yunsarun is a complete sentence. Right?
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
So that means we cannot label them as la nafiya, zaida li tawkid nafi. Okay, we already did this one. Ulaika allazina ishtaraw al-hayata ad-dunya bil-akhirah fala yukhaffafu. Fala yukhaffafu. Right?
Yeah.
So we do not see any change. Right? So this is a regular field. So that's why this is la nafiya ghayr amila. Wala takfuruni, we already saw that. La tashurun. La tashurun. Yes. So we are seeing the complete jumla after it. We do not have even wow before it. Right? So now you are going to memorize all these clues. Memorize them because we have so many different kinds of la in Quran Pak. Right? So if you memorize all these tips, inshallah, that is going to be very helpful. So then we have some over here. Fala khawfun alayhim wa lahum yazanun. What do you guys think?
Nafiya.
There's the Zaida taqid.
Okay, so you are saying litokid. Who is saying this? This one is with tokid.
I said.
Okay, but what is before it, Safiya?
Fa. It's not wow. It's not yes, fa.
And we do not even know what is the statement.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we need to check the whole background of it. What is before it? What is after it? Before we jump to the conclusion, right?
Yeah.
So this is basically la khawfun alayhim. This is la nahiya.
Yeah.
Right? So, la nahiya ghayr amilaman.
Nafiya, right?
Nafiya. I'm saying nahiya?
Yes.
No, nafiya.
Nafiya, yeah.
Yeah.
Ghayr
So
amila.
this is nafiya ghayr amila. And then wala hum yahzanun. Okay, now can I call this one? Because now I have a negative statement before it, right? And I have wow before it. Can I say this la is la?
No, because jumla ismiya is after it.
Yeah, see, the whole complete jumla is over here. So just by looking at, okay, there is negative statement before it, and I see a wow, and now, yes, this is la nafiya zaida li tawkid nafi. This is not the case, right? Because I see a complete jumla after it.
I said it because of, whom. There's ism after it. So that's
No,
why.
but whom?
Yeah.
Yahzanun is a complete sentence.
Yeah, whom by itself is not going to be there, right? Whom needs something. Gonna
Yes.
be the mubtada, and mubtada always needs a khabar.
Khabar.
Yeah. Okay, so then we already did the
Did that.
other one. Okay, so قال إنه يقول إنها بكرة لا ذلول تثير الأرض
نافية
right
غير
ولا
عاملة.
تسقي الحرث. So what do you guys think?
These
This
two
is
are لا
this is
نافية غير عاملة.
نافية
لا نافية غير عاملة.
Yes,
yeah.
so can we call
لا
it?
شيئة. لا شيئة is
This is
لا
the
نافية للجنس
this
عاملة.
is
Okay, لا تسقي الحرث. How I'm gonna
this
do
is
that?
a fragment, right?
Oh, that's the sentence تسكيل هرسة.
Right? So we
The
again I have a la before it. I have wow before this la, right? But the next step, taskil harsa, is a basically
Is
sentence,
yes.
yes.
right? So it cannot be la nafiya zaida. Rather, this is just simple la nafiya
Nafia.
and ghair amila one.
Hmm.
Yes, musallamatul la shiyata. So now I have another la, and then shiyata.
Shiyata.
Shiyata means spot. So that cow should be spotless. There shouldn't be any kind of spot, not a single bruise or anything, right? So la shiyata
Yeah,
fiha.
little jins.
So this is la nafiyatu lil jins,
Little jins.
right? So I see la, I see isam after it, which is nasab, light, right? And la shiyata, I can understand la shiyata mawjudun fiha.
Yeah.
Right? So there should not be a single spot on that cow. Then وَمَا لَكُمْ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مِن وَلِيٍّ وَلَا نَصِيرٍ. Ma is ma nafiya, wama and not, lakum you, for you all, min dunillahi, other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, min waliyin, any wali, right? So if you guys remember, ma nafiya and then min zaida, right? So if you remember that negation we did in other class, so wama lakum min dunillahi min waliyin, there is not going to be any wali for you all other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then it says wala nasirin.
No.
Not any help.
Okay. So what do you guys think about this wala?
Zaida.
لا
Zaida,
نافية
yeah.
للزائدة.
Zaida lil tawkid nafi.
Yes, right? So I see negation before it, right? And after this negation, I have this law, and before this law is
Wow.
Wow.
right? And after this law is
Single mufrid is
incomplete sentence.
So, Ustada, mostly I'm seeing that it is coming towards the end of the sentence because, after that it cannot make anything, any
Yeah,
sentence.
neither nor, yes.
जी पहले भी ऐसे हुआ है, this one also the same thing, or like
Yeah.
wala bikr, then the sentence ends wala nasir.
Yes, exactly. Because we are saying neither nor, right?
जी.
Yeah, so the sentence is basically ending. Yeah, good observation. MashaAllah. Barakallahu fiki, right? So with that, we can end our session. Barakallahu li wa lakum fil Quran al-Hakim wa nafani wa iyyakum bi ayati wa zikri al-Hakim. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta wa nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifuna. Wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Okay.